So we'll go for a quick review of the concept what we did now. So we have written a macro. So Alt F11 if you give, so we can go to the developer window. So we have written a function in module 1. So with a new line character also. So if you want to check the conditions you want to check, so let us create the conditional statement. Yeah. So let us create command button, ActiveX control. So we'll change the properties. We want to give the name as compare, and the caption on this, compare values. Then on click of this, so we want to compare two values. So like the value which is available in what are the values, cell values we have here. Let us see. Yeah, so let us take the, I'll delete all those unnecessary things. So C1 and C2. So let us compare. So we have the values of C1 and C2. I'll give all borders also for this. Yeah, C1 and C2 we have 10 and 20 here. So we will compare these two values with if condition, which is greater, which is smaller. So we want to give, so this will display whichever is a greater value that we will display. So that we want to give on click of compare C1 and C2. So we want to access C1, that is range of C1, range of C2 dot value. If range of C1 dot value is greater than a range of C2 dot value, range of C1 dot value is greater than range of C2 dot value, then so we want to say in MSG box, message box, let us say C1 is greater. C1 is greater. Else MSG box C2 is greater. C2 is greater. End if. So on click of command button compare, so you want to execute the macro, so to compare C1 and C2 values. So let us go back to the worksheet. So we have these two, right? So one developer tab is missing for me. The developer tab, exit design mode, click on compare values. C2 is greater. So let us change the values 30 and 20 and try once again to compare values. C1 is greater. So this is how the conditional statements also you can use on this. And we have seen for loop also. So let us execute that also. For I'll take first this. I'm writing a subroutine iterate example. So iterate example. Time total as integer, count as integer. So we are initializing total to 0. So for count equal to 1 to 10, so we are uh, adding up all the numbers. Then so we display the total in MSG box. So this is iterate underscore ex is the subroutine name we have. So let us run this macro. Go to VBA, developer tab, macros, iterate underscore ex. So this is the sum of numbers in the range 1 to 10. So 55 is the value. So what I did is I went to macros, iterate underscore ex. This is the macro name, the run. So our macro is this. So we have for count equal to 1 to 10. So total equal to total plus count. So sum of all the numbers in the range 1 to 10. So we are going to count. So we have another example. So that is for even numbers. So to add only all the even numbers. So second example on iteration we have seen is add all the even numbers. Some add even numbers. So this is a same for loop. So we changed because we want to add only the even numbers. So we are starting the value, the range value from 2 to 10. So and in steps of 2. The next count will increment the count value by 2. Count equal to count plus 2. So it is starting from 2 plus 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it will take. So this subroutine is add even numbers. And let us go back to our Excel macros. You can attach that to any of the command buttons also. Add even numbers, run. So we got now sum of all the even numbers in the range. So 2 to 10. We can write so nested iteration also, like for matrix operation. So you will use for loop inside for loop, right? So for like this. So for I equal to 1 to 3, for j equal to 1 to 3. So this is one function. So time I as integer, j as integer. For I equal to 1 to 3, j equal to 1 to 3. So we are displaying the values of I and j, and you had to increment both the variables I and j. See, the j is the inner loop. So first j loop should be completed. So we are having, so first incrementing j. So that is next j is there. After this we are having next I. So don't give so next I next to j. Okay, if you are giving that also you will get a different kind of output. So we want to access the values. So like the matrix, how you see the row wise. So 1 1 1 2 1 3. The first row all the columns, second row all the columns, like that. So this is a logic for that. So this is the function. So the name, the macro. So let us execute this macro and see what will come first. This is fun one. Why it is asking to create? Mm, It is available in module 1 only. Yes. Yeah, let me try macros run. So first I equal to 1. When I equal to 1, J loop, that's the inner loop J, will run from 1 to 3. 1, I1, J1, I1, J2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. So next I will be incremented by 2. I equal to 2, J equal to 1, J equal to 2, J equal to 3. Right? So next I equal to 3, J equal to 1, I equal to 3, J equal to 2, I3, J3. So if you are writing any logic for matrix, then you are supposed to use the nested for loops like this. And within this, so you can read the matrix values and you can perform matrix operations, all those things we can perform. So in this. Fine. So let us take these concepts for our exercises. That is what we did is iterative statements, reading input from user, conditional statements, then comparison operators. Okay, concatenation, of course, we have adding new line, character, then logical operators, comparison operators. So all these things we will take up for exercises. Any doubt, anyone?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Anyone wants to repeat? Want me to repeat this? Any doubt? No doubt, right?